toes, all wet. We are going to start nice and wide. Oh my goodness, nice and wide, squatting down, and double check your knees. Make sure they're right in line with your toes. They're not turning in. They're nice and wide, and just squat down and up. We're just doing a little bit of play squats to warm up. Inhale on the way down, exhale, start the wave and lift all the way up. Inhale, relax your pelvic floor, then exhale, lift your pelvic floor to come up. Inhale, almost like you're drawing your heels together, but they're not really moving. And come straight back up. You're just going straight down and straight up. So a lot of times I see people like kind of leaning forward for this. You're just sliding down a wall and sliding back up. Good. You're choosing your range of motion. If you're getting more warm already, you can squat down lower. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Let's take this next one and hold it down. So holding it down, you're choosing your level, bring your arms up by your hands, double check your ribs just didn't pop out. Inhale, take it over to the side, exhale, compress and bring it up. Inhale, tip over, sit bad that my thighs are already on fire. Inhale, exhale up, inhale, tip over, exhale. Really focus on the compression part of this. Compress to pull yourself up. Good. See if you can take your legs a little bit lower, or maybe a little bit higher in my case. So a couple of my friends and I are doing this mobility challenge. It's 28 days, and we thought it was gonna be like stretchy. It's not stretchy, you guys. It's like strength and mobility, and it didn't really replace other things I already do. So it's an addition to my normal life. It is so tiring. We're more than halfway. We're gonna make it through. We're more than halfway done with it. So we'll make it, but I have to tell you, my thighs are just always on fire these days. Last three, but it is good. Like there's a lot of great stretching in it too. I would like to add some of it into ours. So I'll bring some of the fun moves we learned. Same thing, but now with that big ball in front reach, you should be able to get a little bit deeper, a little bit farther over. Your hips are still not moving at all. Inhale, exhale. Anyways, I was feeling stiff, so I found it and I thought, okay, this could be fun. And I am a lot looser and I feel like a lot more flexible in just these last 2.5 weeks. But there's also a lot more fire going on. Inhale, exhale, good. We've got 4. Really stretch. Feel a good stretch along the side, all the way, big rainbow, then compress and bring it up. So the arms aren't helping with momentum at all. 2. Take it down a little bit lower for the last one on each side. Bring the elbows back up, back to these last 8. You can do it. Take it down. We're standing up after this, so see if you can get a little bit lower. 6. Exhale, compress. 5. Good, perfect posture. Shoulders are down your back. 4. 3. 2 more. On this last one, take it down lower. Last time. And float it up. Nice work on those. Standing with your feet right in line with your sit bones. Let's shoot our right leg straight back and then come down into a lunge. Once you're down here, make sure you have your feet are hip distance apart. They're not like on a balance beam. You can wiggle your front toes, so most of that weight is on your heel. There is some weight on your toes, but most of the weight, you should be able to see your toes. So your knees not in front of your toes and your back leg is bent a little bit, and then bring it straight back up. So you're just lunging straight down and straight back up. Inhale the way down, and the way up. 2 more, 2. 1 more. On this next one, take it down, and as you come up, we're gonna go straight into that T. So push yourself up. If you wanna keep your toe down, you can keep your toe down, or lengthen yourself up. Your arms can be straight in front of you or off to the side. Then gently come back down and come down for 4. Lift. 3. Good. 2. Take it down, and then come straight into your T, either with the toe down or the toe up. Excellent. Find that spot on the floor. Slowly bring it down. So you're kind of doing like a single lunge right there to bring it down. It's real slow. 3. Good, you can have your arms up if you want to energize through the shoulders. Take this next one and lengthen it up. Pull your belly button in super tight right here. Protect your lower back. Your hips are facing the floor still. Slowly lower that foot down and straight back up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and float yourself up into your T or your airplane, pulling your belly button towards your spine and slowly lengthen it down. We've got 3 more. Down and lift. Good. 2, float yourself up, hold and pause, reaching finger or top crown of your head and tip of your toes away from you. Slowly bring it down. 2, good. 2, 1 more, and float it up. We have 1 more time through on this side. Slowly bring it down. It's 4, 3, energize through the fingers. 2, and float up. Take it here and hold, hold. Keep breathing. Inhale, get some more length. Exhale, add more compression. 1 more, inhale, get more length. Exhale, bring your arms to a T and float yourself all the way up. Great job on those. Okay, start again with your legs in line with your sit bones. Shoot your left leg straight back. Drop yourself down and now double check your form. Wiggle those front toes, your knees, the back knee is bent so it's not straight. You're not leaning over, you're just along the wall and you have a bend. Like you were in the will you marry me position and you just came up. That's what you want. Not a balance beam. Good. Keep your hands on your hips or energize through your fingers to get more shoulders. Drop it down for 4, 3, last time, and then float yourself up. Remember, you can keep your toe down and just lengthen it over, or the leg comes up. Float yourself back nice and slow, down for 4, and lift. 3, great. 2, and floating yourself up. You're trying to make it nice and slow, so you have a lot of control all the way through the whole movement. Excellent. 2, you're wrapping your ribs around as you lengthen it up so you have a really strong core. Protect that lower back, hips facing down like headlamps, lights, and bring it straight down, halfway. 3, after this one, it's halfway. 2, and float yourself up. Really reach, trying to get as much length right there as you can. Slowly bring it down like you're doing a single leg lunge. Good. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and float it up. Reach. Slowly bring it down. Last 3. Lift. Down. 1 more. And reach. Excellent job. So you're getting 2 left. You're getting great quad here. You're getting great glutes. And then lots of great hamstring as you come up. And float yourself up right here all the way through that whole posterior chain. And bring it back. Last time. Drop it down. 3, 2, last one. And reach. Get the length. Pull your belly button in. Take a big inhale and lengthen a little bit more. And exhale, add the compression. And then floating yourself up. Great job on those. Let's just do a little stretch on those. So take your legs nice and wide, toes facing forward, bringing yourself down into the center, reaching your tailbone towards the sky, and you're just dropping your chest down. So you should feel this go down the whole backs of your legs. Walk your hands over to your right ankle. So you're stretching. Now bend your left knee. So you're reaching towards your right ankle and it's straight and your left leg is bent. You should feel this go down your mid-back and onto the side of your waist as well as the back of your right leg. Then straighten that left leg, walk your hands to the center, drop it down. Good stretch on the back of your legs. Walk your hands over to your left ankle, hold it here for a second, and then bend the right knee. Stretching it. Straightening your leg, walk your hands to the center, place your hands on your thighs, pull your belly button in and round it up really slow. You're stacking it up, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Shoulders come up, down, and back. Great. Okay, coming into all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. You can do this on your elbows if you want, just as a modification, or up on your elbows, like if you have a couple pillows or something, if you don't want to be on your wrists. Spread your fingers nice and wide and slide your shoulders down your back, really pulling some of that weight off of your wrists into your back. Toes are tucked under and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your knees up. So we're doing the knee stretches, which is a terrible name because you're not actually stretching your knees, but you're just hovering off the mat. Keep pulling your belly button here. Hug your ribs in tight. So let's start with the top of our head. And since we're here, we might as well focus on stuff, right? Tuck your chin back a little bit. So you're kind of tucking your chin down a little bit. Lift up between your shoulder blades a little bit. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your rib cage together. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Lift your pelvic floor up. And you're breathing. And relax it down. Give yourself a little break, however you want to do it. If you want to sit back, if you want to just do cat-cow, or if you want to do your wrists. Great. So now we know how to have perfect form, so we can add on. You can stick with what we were doing before, or inhale. As you exhale, hug your ribs in, pull yourself up nice and tight. Tap right hand to left knee, and back left hand to right knee. It's slow, and it's steady. You're trying to do it with as little movement in your body as you can, so you don't want to be moving side to side yet. Reach. Really strong, or just hold. We've got 4. You can also do this with your knees down and really pull your belly button to your spine. 2. 1 more each. And bring it down, give yourself a little rest. If you don't want to rest, if you want to skip the rest and stay there and hold, go for it. Okay, we're going into the home base one. We'll do it first without lifting up our leg. So it's like you're going to slide into home base. Again, choose any of the other options first if you'd like to. Slide your ribs, slide your shoulders down first. Most important thing, really focus on the shoulder girdle. Get some of that weight out of your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, hover your knees off. Pull your belly button in. Now rotate towards one side, opening it up. Your hips don't come down, but if you need to, you can. And then bring it back to center. Really adjust yourself in the center, and then other side. And bring it back to center. Watch what your shoulder's doing right here. You're not sinking into it still, right? There's still a lot of space there between your shoulder and your head. And bring it down. We've got 4. Good. Hover for a second. Reach. Hold for a second. 3. Excellent. Reach. 2. These are long counts, aren't they? 1 more each side. Or is it just me because my thighs are still on fire? Reach, it's a theme. Hold. And relax it down, or keep holding if you want the extra challenge. All right, 1 more round through. And this time we're doing what we just did, but we're adding our bottom leg extending out. Or stick with what we just did. All right. Once your wrists and your body are ready, slide your shoulders down, engage your core, do that cough and hold perhaps, firing the transverse, tuck the toes under, inhale. As you exhale, hover the knees off, grab that form. Inhale, then as you exhale, reach over to the side and extend that bottom leg. It can be on the ground or it can be up in the air. Bring it back to center and pause. Other side, reach. Bring it back to center and pause. And side and reach. Pause. Good. Reach. So I did Pilates the other day with music. Do you remember when we used to be able to do Pilates with music? That was the best. I miss that. And reach. And pause. Our old Pilates mixes are going to be out of date. 1 more each side by the time we get to be back in person again. And reach. Yes. Bring it back to center. Bend the knees. Hover. And relax it down. Good job. I'm going to crack the door. Flip yourself.
To do the same thing.
Flip yourself all the way over onto your back. Onto your back. We're going to start with the ab prep. It got warm. Must mean we're doing it right. Okay, starting all the way down. Remember, you get to choose. Your hands are behind your head and your upper body's curled up. Your hands are down by your sides with your upper body curled up, or your upper body's down with your hands supporting underneath your tailbone. Flexing your feet, inhale. As you exhale, hug the ribs in and extend your legs out. You choose how low your legs can go. So you want them as low as you can go while still maintaining a connection with your back into the mat. If you extend your legs out and your lower back starts to pop up a little bit, that's a cue for you to raise your leg up a little bit higher. Reach, then bring it in. Exhale. Inhale. Really focus on your breath today on these. I want you to get that deep exhale so you're really drawing the ribs as tight as you can together. If you need a reminder of how to fire that transverse abdominis, try that cough. Remember, if you cough, you can't help it. When you cough, your transverse abdominis, the muscle that wraps around and supports you really well, that just fires. So if you cough and hold your core where you cough and breathe into your lungs like fish gills, like way up high breathe, you're firing your transverse abdominis. Obviously, that's not the way you want to breathe all day long, forever, but it's a great way to fire your transverse and maintain that strong connection when your legs move away from you. 2. 1 more. Good. Take it out like you just did, but when you come back, add a little reverse crunch. So come back, lift the hips up, and bring it down. Exhale, push it away. It's easy to speed it up on this one, but we're not going to. Exhale, push it away. Lift up. Once you're up there, let's pretend that we're stuck. We're stuck and you have to unpeel. We don't just flop down because that's too easy. Up and unpeel and reach. Exhale. Unpeel and reach. Oh, there's Smudge. I watched a Pilates person yesterday and she had a little baby wiener dog and it acted just like Smudge, and then halfway through the dog just curled up right next to her and slept. All right, same thing, but now when you go to your extension, reach your legs straight and bend, and then reach them out. Reach them up and bend and reach it out. So you're up at the top and you straighten them as much straight as you can go. Reach. Last 4. You got it. 3. Really add that length. 2. Hey, Smudge. 1 more. Up and length. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Extend your legs straight to the ceiling. Hold on to the backs of your thighs. And then flex your feet, reaching your heels towards the sky. Toes towards your nose. So you're feeling a stretch down the whole back of your legs. Hi. All right, choose your support. We're going to add some ankle mobility in this one. So point your toes and slowly lowering your legs. Only as low as you keep that strong connection. Then flex your feet and bring them straight up. Point your toes as much of a point as you can. Really long length. Then flex as much of the flex as you can to bring it back up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, flex and bring it up. Inhale, slow. Exhale, flex. Remember, your range of motion might be different on different days. You might be doing a small range of motion today. Your lower back might be coming up. Or it starts out lower and you move to a smaller range. Last 2. And up. 1 more. Hold it up. Bring your hands, so everybody's going to bring their hands underneath your tush to start. If you're doing this and it's really easy, then I want you to let go, but let's keep our upper bodies down so we can focus on how much movement we can do with our legs. Opening them as wide as you can, so you already have a big stretch on your inner thighs. They're straight as you can. Circle them around and together. We're doing 4 in each direction, but you see how crazy slow we're going? We're feeling it on every single angle of it. And don't bring it up fast. They're dragging. So your hands are underneath supporting you, or you just let go. Hug it in tight. No matter how big your circles are, they are staying nice and slow. Let's reverse directions. Who just counted to 4 without losing? Count. I went to swim this morning I do master swim, and it's distance we get master swim, which means you have longer, it's more yards total, but oftentimes it's longer sets too. I cannot for the life of me count. Like, really, sometimes I count and it was just relax, hug your knees in towards your chest. And it was seriously like a there and back is a 50. And I'm supposed to do like 3 of them, and I will be like, I don't know if I did 1 or 2. I can't remember. I have no, maybe I am doing some Zen stuff in the pool, so maybe it's not all that bad. We'll just say that, right? All right, bring your feet down, heels in line with your sit bones, arms come down by your sides. So it's not just Pilates is the whole point of this. Inhale, exhale, slide your shoulders down, curl yourself up as high as you can. You're going to reach and tap as far past your ankle as you can, and other side, past. You're maintaining that same height. So whatever you curled up as high as you can go, you're just tick-tocking back and forth. Reach. Good, reaching your hand, make sure you're breathing. Now let's take a second, keep going, and look down at your belly button. See if you can get it to push a little bit more towards the floor. Good, we've got 4. You can always bring a hand behind your head. 3. You got it. 2, and reach, 1 more each side. Hands come behind your head. Let's just do 4 little ab props. Curl up as high as you can and bring it down. See if you can release your pelvis a little bit, bring it a little bit more towards neutral so that cup of tea is not spilling too much into your belly button. 1 more. Exhale with both feet down. That's a good thing to practice, and relax it down. Nice work. All right, you know what? Let's do a roll up to get over here. So extend your legs, reach your arms long. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet. Peel yourself off. Keep pulling your spine as tight, as round as you can. Stretch, relax your arms, and stack yourself up. Come down onto your side, onto your forearm.
Oh yeah.
So your shoulder is directly above your elbow, and it's really strong. Avoid this hanging out, chatting with people on the beach move. You're really strong. Shift your legs so they're at a 45-degree angle. And then your hand comes behind your head. Lift up right here. There's a little fire on the side of your ribs. You're going to bend your knees and crunch your elbow towards your feet, and then reach your feet out long. Exhale, crunch elbow towards your feet, and then reach it out long. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Notice what you're doing with that stabilizing shoulder. Make sure you're not sinking into it to curl up tighter. That stays strong. Just shorten the distance between your ribs and your hips. Exhale. If you want more of a challenge, don't rest your legs when they go out. Keep them long and just hovering over the mat. And reach. Exhale. Pull it in tight. Inhale. We've got 4. And reach. 3. Nice. 2. 1 more. Good. Reach it out long and lengthen it all the way down. Shift your legs just slightly back so they're not quite so far out in front of you. We're going into the oblique teaser. Remember, the option is just to curl up. Don't come all the way up. We're going to do 2 with 4 breaths first. So it's an inhale, shorten the distance. Exhale, roll up, sitting up or with bent or straight legs. Inhale, open it back up to the front. Then exhale, lengthen it all the way down. 1 more time, 4. Inhale, shorten the distance. Exhale as high as you can go. You're choosing your height. Inhale, open it back up to the front. And exhale, lengthen it all the way down. 2 breaths. We're going to inhale on the way up. Inhale, up. Exhale, lengthen it down. We have 4 of those. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, juicy smudge. Exhale.
She's
2.
not making it easier.
Inhale. She's not. She's adding weights. Ankle weights. Last time. Exhale, up. And inhale. Open it all the way down. Roll yourself onto your back. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Keep the legs glued to the floor as you roll all the way up. Push your belly button in and stretch. Relax and stack it up. Shift yourself over to the other side. Onto your forearm. Slide that shoulder down your back. So again, taking the weight into your strong shoulder girdle versus down onto your elbows. Shift your legs so they're at a 45-degree angle, and your hand comes up to your head. Lift up right here, a little fire. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. So I ran into somebody who does Pilates with us. You guys might recognize her from seeing her every week when you do it. Just teasing. I wish we all could see each other. Exhale. Anyways, during these last 85 classes, she has mastered the roll over. You know, the one where you do a reverse crunch, but then you go all the way over? How cool is that? Exhale, curl. Inhale. So that was not something she could do when we were in person, and she has mastered it in the last year and a half. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale, pull it in. I think it's really fun when people notice changes. Exhale. The most common one, and lengthen it all the way down. The most common one I see is when people can do a bridge and feel more of the articulation through their spine, which is cool. Shift your legs so they're not quite a 45-degree angle, starting with 2 of them that are 4 breaths. Inhale, shorten the distance. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, open it back up to the front. And then exhale, lengthen it down. You have to unpeel yourself. Inhale. Exhale, you're working against gravity. Inhale. You could just flop down, but you're too strong for that nonsense. 2 breaths. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. 3 left. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. 2. Right? Is this 4 or 5?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's say 4. Reach and open it all the way down. Fantastic. Roll onto your back. Going into roll-ups. If roll-ups are something you like to have a modification for, grab onto a strap or a rope under your feet and holding onto it. You can always bend and hold onto your thighs. Reach your arms over your head. What did you just do with your ribs? Draw your ribs back together. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, glue those feet to the floor, looking towards your feet. Keep pushing your belly button back as hard as you can. So this is like the hardest crunch you could do. You're pulling it as far back as you can. Keep that C curve and you're going to roll all the way back down. So we're skipping the articulation at the top. Roll all the way down, arms come over your head. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. 1 vertebrae at a time. Focus on that part that you tend to come up with in a chunk. Push your belly button back. Keep that C curve and roll down. Slow, slow, slow. Especially in that little spot that comes down in a chunk. Inhale. Exhale. The roll up is obviously really good for your core, but it's super good for the articulation of your spine to get some extra space where you need it in your vertebrae. Inhale, last 2. Exhale, pull your belly button in. It is really cold now with the window cracked. And roll all the way back down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Deep. Good. And roll all the way back down. We're adding on. Arms come over your head. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, roll up. Keep your arms by your ears as you stack your spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Sitting up. So right here, your spine is neutral and your arms are reaching towards the ceiling. Now, from the mid-back to your upper back, lift it up. Turn your palms away from you, reaching into a W and your palms are facing away. You're lifting your chest up. Then bring your hands back facing each other, but you sit up tall. Then tuck the pelvis under and roll back. So you're doing mid-back to upper back extensions in that position. Inhale. Exhale. Dig deep. Leaving the belly button back there. Stretch. Keep your arms by your ears. Use your core to stack yourself up, sitting up tall. Keep extending mid-back to upper back, palms facing away from you as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen them back up so palms face each other, spine comes back to neutral, tuck the pelvis under. You have 2 more like that. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, keep pulling it back. Deep, deep, deep. Stack yourself up. Palms facing away from you, mid-back to upper back. You can even get a little bit into your cervical spine if you want to look towards the sky. Bring your hands, palms facing neutral spine, and then roll back down. That's just an option. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just keep looking forward. Inhale, this is our last one. Exhale, peel. Push your belly button back. Stack your spine up. Hands come up by your ears. Palms facing away from you. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Inhale, lengthening it up. Exhale, tuck it under and roll down. Great work on those. Okay, let's just give ourselves a little bit of a break. Take your knee, palms or arms out to the side, palms facing up. Take your legs nice and wide so they're all the way to the edges of your mat, and then drop your knees over to the side. Keep your chest facing forward. So your knees are kind of at a 90-degree angle. Hi. And then bring out to the center and other side. Relax your core for a second, and then bring your knees back up. All right, that was good. Bring your legs back in line with your sit bones. Draw your ribs back together. Shoulders are down, away from your ears. Float your legs up into tabletop so you have an imprint in your lower back. Arms come down by your sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl up, looking through your legs. Go straight into single leg stretch. Outside arm is long in the leg, inside arm is on the top of the knee, and switch. Outside arm is long in the leg, inside is on the top of the knee. You don't really have to do that. We don't focus on that very often, but it's kind of nice. Reach. We're drawing our knee in towards our chest. So sometimes we try to keep it at a 90-degree, but today you're going to draw it in nice and tight. Exhale. Your gaze is looking through your legs. You can rest your upper body, or you can put a hand behind your head, or both hands behind your head. Reach. Shoot your legs straight out from the sit bone. Squeeze your quad, squeeze your bum. We've got 4. And reach. 3. Reach. 2. Good. Last time. Keep the legs moving. Hands come behind your head. Rest your neck in your hands. Go straight into bicycles. Armpit towards the opposite leg. Reach. Come up and over. So you're not just twisting side to side. Now you're coming up and over to the corners. What's your belly button doing? Is it pushing towards the sky or pulling towards the floor? The correct answer is B, pulling towards the floor. Last 2. We're adding on. 1 more each side. We're going to go single, single, hold. So here we go. It's single, single, deep exhale, hold. Inhale, inhale, deep exhale, hold. Inhale, inhale. It's still long, slow enough that you fully lengthen your leg. So you're not jarring your leg out and locking your knee. You're drawing your kneecap up, reach. And single, single, deep exhale, hold. Nice. Single, single, deep exhale, hold. 1 more. Then we're adding on our last set. Last time on this side. Now with this hold it here. Bring your legs straight up to the sky. And then straight back down. Single, 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 single. Deep exhale, hold. Lift it straight up. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale. Inhale. Deep exhale, hold. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Notice how slow it is. Deep exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale. Inhale. Deep exhale. How many more should we do? I love these. I feel like we should do a lot more.
Tons.
Mike says tons. Look at the position he's in. Modification. Look at Mike.
You do this, your abs stop hurting.
Okay. We'll do 1 more. That's it. 1 more each side. Single, single. Deep exhale, hold. Reach up. Straight back down. Last time. Single, single. Deep exhale, hold. Up. Bring it back down. Bend both knees in. Curl up tight. And relax it down. Nice work. Good job, even if you modified. No, I'm just teasing. That was a terrible thing for an instructor to say. Of course, modified. Keep your perfect form. But we have to, make it hard for all the strong people out there that have modified and now want more. Everybody's strong, even you. Okay, I'm digging myself. I'm just gonna stop. You all know what I mean, right? We all modify for stuff. Arms come down by your sides. All right, going into double leg stretch. This is our last abs. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. We have 1 more set after this. Inhale. Exhale, curl yourself up. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms and your legs away from you. Exhale, circle and bend. I have to tell you too, inhale, reach. What's your lower back doing? It is staying on the mat. Bring your legs more towards the sky or don't extend them all the way out. The most important thing in Pilates is form. It's always form and reach. I have to tell you, I promise you, it is a lot easier to teach than to take a class. So that mobility challenge that we do, I can't tell you how many times I lay on the floor and watch her do it. I don't know what it is. Last two. Circle. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl up, just like you just did. Inhale, reach. 4. Exhale, this time curl up. Draw your nose towards your knees as tight as you can. Inhale, lengthen it away. Exhale, you can use your hands to bring your knees closer. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle, curl up tight, and relax it down. I'm kind of second guessing our next move. Do we want to finish it off with the abs or flip ourselves over and take a little break? Let's just rock and roll through the whole thing. We are doing scissors. I'll tell you so you can motivate. We're doing 5 different types of scissors. We're doing 8 of each, right? So you can do it, and then that's it. For real, then we're flipping over. So bring your legs straight up to the ceiling, flex your feet. Feel that stretch go down the backs of your legs. Point your toes. Arms come down. Inhale. As you exhale, curl yourself up. Reach up as high as you can up your right leg. It can be right behind your thigh, anywhere besides right behind the knee. Switch and hold. Your gaze is looking through your legs. And switch. Good. So we're just doing regular scissors. Here's 3. Maybe I have to count out loud so we don't screw up. 4. Good. 5. Excellent job. 6. Keep going. 7. Smudgy, that's yucky. And keep the legs going, but your hands come behind your head. It's 8. And reach. 7. You got it. 6. An option is to have the legs bent. 5. Shorten the range of motion. 4. 3. 2. You can do it. 1 more. Streamline arms. The arms are long for 8. Or rest your upper body. 7. 6. See if you can keep your legs moving straight. This is the hardest part of our whole day. You can do it. 4 of this whole workout. 3. 2. I promise. Last 1. Hands come behind your head. Last 8. Before we twist. 7. 6. Keep that form. What's your lower back doing? Shorten the distance if you need to. And now windmills. Reach it across. This barely even counts as an add-on, right? Twist. It's a whole different move. Outside, opposite arm goes to the outside of the opposite leg. Opposite leg. Here's 3. Really twisting it across. If you want more of a challenge, turn your back of your hand to the outside of your leg so you're not holding on. Good. Last 2. Who's ready to flip over at the last 1? Yes. Bring your knees back in, curl up tight, and relax it down. Oh my goodness. I don't know who made that up. Reach your legs long, your arms over your head. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Nice work on those, that was a big ab set right there. And relax your arms, stack yourself up. Good job. I do believe on the top of this one, I was like, maybe an ab challenge. Ab challenge day. Are you feeling it? Last week you did a lot of obliques and hips all the way down onto your back. Let's reverse all that curling that we've done. Separate your legs nice and wide, so like all the way out to the edges of the mat, and then rotate your feet in just a little bit like your inner feet are facing the floor, just a teeny bit. Hands come by your sides. Rest your forehead on the mat. Slide your shoulders away from your ears, and now we're going to do a little bit of a breathing thing. So on your inhale, push your belly button into the mat. So you're inhaling into your belly. Push your belly button into the mat. Then as you exhale, draw your belly button towards the spine and notice how it gets a little lighter under the mat. Inhale, push your belly button into the mat like a big balloon. Then exhale, draw your belly button away from the mat, pulling it towards your spine. One more time, inhale, push the belly button into the mat. And then exhale, pull it in. Now keep it where you exhaled. So that's what I mean when you draw your belly button away from the ice cube. That's what the feeling you want to have, not the feeling of that where we are inflating the balloon. So that right now you've got that belly button pulled in. Hands are by your shoulders. Gently hover yourself over the mat. So you're squeezing your glutes and you're just hovering over the mat. You can stay here if this feels good for you. Otherwise, inhale, reach your arms straight over your head. Exhale, circle and extend. Mid back to upper back, so it's not a huge extension in your lower back. Inhale, bring your thumbs to shoulders, reach your arms straight over your head. Exhale, circle and extend. Your legs are super glued to the mat. They're not coming off. Inhale, thumbs to shoulders and reach. Exhale, circle and extend. Nice extension. Inhale, thumbs to shoulders and reach. Exhale, draw the belly button away from the mat. Keep a little bit of lightness under your belly button. I'm worried that I made someone feel bad about modifications. Please don't feel bad about modifications. Pilates is all about modifications. Everybody's bodies are different, and different moves feel like really, really good on some people and feel not great on others, and you have to modify because the most important part is form. Inhale, reach. So don't feel bad, please. I didn't mean it as if you're not strong enough if you're modifying. That's not true. And reach, I mean, maybe in Mike's case, just teasing. Like the Tom, he wasn't modifying. He was quitting. Modifying is totally different, right, guys? All right, pull your belly button in, round your spine, tuck your tailbone under, drop your chin, just shake your head. I don't want to do what's written down next. What do we do about that? All right, we're just doing it. Planks onto your elbows. Well, you don't want to do them either?
No, I think planks aren't that bad.
Oh, planks are terrible. All right, see, we'll watch all the modifications right here from the instructor. Okay, onto your toes. Remember, you can do planks on the wall too. On your forearms, hands are straight ahead of you. Your other option is to bend your knees and bend your legs so you're above your kneecap. Toes to the top of your head is in a straight line. No tailbone to the ceiling, no matter which position you're in. And you're just breathing. Your inhale and you're exhaling, drawing the belly button towards your spine. Good. Inhale and exhale. Stay here, or if you're on your toes, you're going to drop your knees down and lift your knees up. Drop your knees down and lift your knees up. If you're on your knees, you're going to point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. Tuck that chin down. Lift up between the shoulder blades. Last 3, 2, 1 more. Up and bring your knees down. Sit it back. This time let's sit into child's pose instead of shell. So shell, we're separating and getting space here. Child's pose, you're going to drop down and get a little bit of space in your chest. So you're opening your arms up, separate your knees, drop your chest towards the floor. Really inch your fingertips a little bit farther away from you. If this doesn't feel good, you can stay in cat-cow and just kind of wiggle your spine around. If it doesn't feel good to sit on your knees like that. Then, when you're ready, come back onto your forearms. We have 2 more sets of planks, and that is it for our hard stuff. So, onto your forearms, lengthen onto your toes or onto your knees. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin back. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs. Stay here, or you're going to rock your hips gently side to side, trying to keep your upper body as quiet as you can. I like to have my legs separated a little bit when we do side to side, kind of maybe hip distance apart, maybe a teeny bit wider, but just do what feels good for you. You can do this on your knees. If it doesn't feel good to rock side to side on your knees, you can shorten it instead, so you're like twisting your ribs to your hips. Good. Reach. 2 more. 2. 1 more each side. You can do it. Hold it and bring it down. Sitting back into that child's pose, so drop your chest down, relax your shoulders. You, of course, can do shell if that feels better, or all fours. All right, this is it. This is our last thing. This is our last set. Let's do this one on our hands. If you want to stay on your elbows, go for it. Otherwise, spread the fingers wide, slide the shoulders down, lengthen your legs into full plank or on your knees. Hug it in tight, pull your belly button in. Drop your hips to the side so your upper body stays, and you're just dipping your hip down and up, back to center. Drop your hips to the side, dip down and up. So your upper body is staying pretty centered on the floor, or centered to the floor. You're just twisting your hips. Watch the shoulder. You're not sinking too much into the shoulder. You can do this on your knees. Dip and lift. Center. Over to the side. Dip and lift. Up. 2 more each side. Up, over. Nice work. Finish it off strong. Good. Hold. Good. Nice work, team. Okay, that's the other trick. Have a seat, just sit comfortable. Let's roll our wrists. So that mobility challenge instructor is really fantastic. And she says team. I think I told you this a couple weeks ago. Like 3 times a minute?
Yeah.
Probably 3 times a minute, the whole 45 seconds. So I had to, 45 minutes. I had to throw one in there for you all. Sit up nice and tall. It works for like once a class, right? Lift the pelvic floor, hug the ribs in. I'm not criticizing her because I know I repeat. Lengthen it up, draw the shoulders down. You know what this is? This is me digging a hole.
This class is not getting
all of
posted.
class today. We need an editor. We'll have to edit this one. Oh my goodness, I'm fired. That's fine. All right, nice work. I hope you stuck with me through this whole 45 minutes. We will see you. Oh, it's Thanksgiving week. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we will see you after.